What's up guys, welcome back to another Level Up Health video. You have already seen the title and you've already seen the thumbnail. We're going over the 10 tips in 10 minutes to lose that unwanted belly fat. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button as I'm always dropping new and exciting content for you guys. Let's get started. Belly fat is more than a nuisance that makes your clothes feel tight. It's actually very harmful for you. This type of fat, which is referred to as visceral fat, is a major risk factor for type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and other serious health complications and conditions. Many health organizations use body mass index to clarify weight to predict the risk of metabolic disease. However, this is somewhat misleading as people with excess belly fat are at an increased risk, even if they look thin. Though losing fat from this area can be difficult, there are several things you can do to reduce that excess stomach fat. Here are the 10 most effective tips to lose belly fat, backed by scientific studies. Number 1. Eat plenty of soluble fiber. Soluble fiber may help you lose weight by increasing fullness and reducing calorie absorption. It also absorbs water and forms a gel that helps slow down food as it passes through your digestive system. Be sure to include plenty of high fiber foods in your weight loss diet. Studies show that this type of fiber promotes weight loss by helping you feel full, so you naturally eat less. It may also decrease the number of calories your body absorbs from food. What's more, is soluble fiber may help fight and target belly fat. An observational study in over 1,100 adults found that for every 10-gram increase in soluble fiber intake, belly fat gain decreased by 3.7% over a 5-year period. So make an effort to consume high fiber foods every day. Excellent sources of soluble fiber include flaxseed, shirataki noodles, Brussels sprouts, avocados, legumes, and blackberries. Number 2. Avoid foods that contain trans fats. Some studies have linked a high intake of trans fats to increased belly fat gain. Regardless of whether you're trying to lose weight, limiting your intake of trans fat is always a good idea. Trans fats are created by pumping hydrogen into unsaturated fats, such as soybean oil. They're found in some margarines and spreads and often also added to packaged foods, but many food producers have thankfully stopped using them. These fats have been linked to inflammation, heart disease, insulin resistance, and abdominal fat gain. A 6-year study found that monkeys who ate a high trans fat diet gained 33% more abdominal fat than those eating a diet high in monosaturated fat. To help reduce belly fat and protect your health, read ingredient labels carefully and stay away from products that contain trans fats. These are often listed as partially hydrogenated fats. Number 3. Don't drink too much alcohol. Excessive alcohol intake has been associated with increased belly fat. If you truly wish to reduce your waistline, consider drinking alcohol in moderation or abstaining completely. Alcohol can have health benefits in small amounts, but it is seriously harmful if you drink too much. Research suggests that too much alcohol can also make you gain belly fat. Observational studies have linked heavy alcohol consumption to a significantly increased risk of developing central obesity, which is excess fat storage around the waist. Cutting back on alcohol may help reduce your waist size. You don't need to give it up altogether, but limiting the amount you drink in a single day will definitely help. One study on alcohol used involved more than 2,000 people, and the results showed that those who drank alcohol daily but averaged less than 1 drink per day had less belly fat than those who drank less frequently but consumed more alcohol on the days they drank. So if you don't want to give up alcohol completely, which I understand, that's fine, but just don't consume large amounts when you do decide to drink. Number 4. Reduce your stress levels. Stress may promote fat gain around your waist. Minimizing stress should be one of your priorities if you're trying to lose weight. Stress can make you gain belly fat by triggering the adrenal glands to produce cortisol, which is also known as the stress hormone. Research shows that high cortisol levels increase appetite and drive abdominal fat storage. More findings found that women who already have a large waist tend to produce more cortisol in response to stress. Increased cortisol further adds to fat gain around the midsection. To help reduce belly fat, engage in pleasurable activities that relieve stress. practicing yoga or meditation can be very effective methods. Number 5, don't eat a lot of sugary foods. A high intake of refined carbs is associated with excessive belly fat. Consider reducing your carb intake or replacing refined carbs in your diet with healthy carb sources such as whole grains, legumes, or vegetables. Sugar contains fructose, which has been linked to several chronic diseases when consumed in excess. These include heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and fatty liver disease. Observational studies show a relationship between high sugar intake and increased abdominal fat. It's important to realize that more than just refined sugar can lead to belly fat gain. Even healthy sugars, such as real honey, should be used sparingly. Number 6, avoid sugar-sweetened beverages. Avoiding all liquid forms of sugar, such as sugar-sweetened beverages, is very important if you're trying to shed some extra pounds. Sugar-sweetened beverages are loaded with liquid fructose, which can make you gain belly fat. Studies show that sugary drinks lead to increased fat in the liver. One 10-week study found significant abdominal fat gain in people who consumed high fructose beverages. Sugary beverages appear to be even worse than high sugar foods. Since your brain doesn't process liquid calories the same way it does solid ones, you're likely to end up consuming too many calories later on and storing them as belly fat. To lose belly fat, it's best to completely avoid sugar-sweetened beverages such as soda, punch, sweet tea, and alcoholic mixers containing sugar. Number 7, stop drinking fruit juice. When it comes to fat gain, fruit juice can be just as bad as sugary soda. Consider avoiding all sources of liquid sugar to increase your chance of successfully losing weight. Although fruit juice provides vitamins and minerals, it's just as high in sugar as soda and other sweetened beverages. Drinking large amounts may carry the same risk for abdominal fat gain. An 8-ounce or equivalent 240 milliliter serving of unsweetened apple juice contains 24 grams of sugar, half of which is fructose. To help reduce excess belly fat, replace fruit juice with water, unsweetened iced tea, or sparkling water with a wedge of lemon or lime. Number 8, cut back on carbs, especially refined carbs. Reducing your carb intake can be very beneficial for losing fat, including abdominal fat. Diets with under 50 grams of carbs per day cause belly fat loss in people who are overweight, those at risk for type 2 diabetes, and women with polycystic ovary syndrome, or PCOS. You don't have to follow a strict low-carb diet because some research suggests that simply replacing refined carbs with unprocessed starchy carbs may improve metabolic health and reduce belly fat. In the famous Framingham Heart Study, people with the highest consumption of whole grains were 17% less likely to have excess abdominal fat than those who consume diets high in refined grains. Number 9, perform resistance training. Strength training can be an important weight loss strategy and may help reduce belly fat. Studies suggest it's even more effective in combination with aerobic exercise. Resistance training, also known as weightlifting or strength training, is important for preserving and gaining muscle mass. Based on studies involving people with prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, and fatty liver disease, resistance training may also be beneficial for belly fat loss. In fact, one study involving teenagers with overweight showed that a combination of strength training and aerobic exercise led to the significant decrease in visceral fat. Number 10. Drink green tea. Green tea is an exceptionally healthy beverage. It contains caffeine and the antioxidant epigallocatechin gallate or EGCG, both of which appear to boost metabolism. EGCG is a catechin which several studies suggest may help you lose belly fat. The effect may be strengthened when green tea consumption is combined with exercise. Now, I know this video was about the 10 tips, but I'm going to give you guys a bonus tip, and it's probably the most important one. And that bonus tip is change your lifestyle and combine different methods. Doing just one of the items on the list won't have too big of an effect on its own. If you want good results, you need to combine different methods that have been shown to be effective. Many of these methods are things generally associated with healthy eating and an overall healthy lifestyle. Therefore, changing your lifestyle for the long term is key to losing belly fat and keeping it off. When you have healthy habits and eat real food, fat loss tends to follow as a natural side effect. That concludes this video on the 10 tips in 10 minutes to lose belly fat. If you enjoyed the video, consider hitting that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks guys. See you in the next video.